Melanie says, I did a lot of interest education with multidisciplinary teams. I would often start sessions with some kind of an icebreaker that forced people to talk to somebody that wasn't in their particular department. Oh, I love that. And I'm going to share this with you. If you are in a situation where you have groups that you're dealing with on a regular basis, maybe you are doing Facebook groups or you're doing chat groups or support groups or things like that. One of the things that you can do now, if you're using Chat GPT, I know many of us are now using the new AI, and you can ask a question. Hey, I'm jumping into a group where there are a bunch of people that don't know each other, and we're going to be forced to have conversations. Can you give me 10 questions that would be good icebreakers to have with this particular audience? And start out each one of those sessions with one of those thought-provoking questions and it might be something like, were you ever in a situation where you were determined to do things one way and something happened where you ended up doing it a different way, and what happened? And people will go, oh yeah, there was a time. And then people will share their story with you. What happens when you share your story? And this goes back to what Sharon said earlier about having that moment where you're like, wait a second, I'm checking my energy in this moment and this is exciting. That moment where somebody tells you something and it triggers a thought in you and it puts you in touch with your own story. So you're hearing someone else's story and you're like, wait a second, I'm recognizing those things that come at you at life. Did you mean this? Did you mean this? Did you mean this? And something hits you and you're like, yeah, that's exactly my story. This applies to me somehow, right?
So connections are made.
Connections are made. And now can you go back to the way you were a minute ago where you're like, oh, I'm not talking to perfect strangers? Or now because you have a new friend and you have something in common, is it like what Fran did where she sat next to the perfect stranger, where now you have something in common and you have a new friend?
I started a meetup group where I was looking for clients, and right here in town, we called it Edmund's Baby Boomers. And I brought one question every week to our coffee meetup. And I was shocked at the 18, 20 people who gave their answer to that one question. Wow, what did we learn from each other? It was both amazing and surprising at the same time. And I thought, unless I asked that question, I would have not known something about Angela or Fred or John. It was amazing that the different perspectives, that's part of our learning process in life.
Well, and I love the fact that Melanie was prepared when she showed up for these department meetings to have those questions already in advance. And I love the fact that if we are prepared, and this is just, put together a couple of quick questions that are sure icebreakers, that like Sharon did when she showed up at the meeting, she showed up with one question and there were 20 people at those meetings that were willing to say, wait a second, I didn't come with a question, but I want to be part of this conversation.